Meng Meng sees her father Wang and happily yells out loud, "Papa, Papa, hurry up and come over." Wang looks around nervously, then quietly grabs Meng Meng and pulls her aside into a corner. He asks, "What are you doing here?" Meng Meng replies, "Dad, I got into college. It's a great university." Wang angrily responds, "So what? What's the big deal?" His second wife spots them. Meng Meng, now nervous, says, "Dad, I don't have the money to pay the tuition." Wang angrily says, "If you don't have money, go ask your mom. When I divorced her, I left you with her. Why are you even coming to me? And if someday your stepmother kicks you out, my life will be ruined. I've just started enjoying some peace. Don't bother me." Meng Meng silently hands over her college documents. Wang opens his handbag, even though it's full of cash. He pulls out just a small amount and forcefully hands it to her. His second wife sees this and starts walking over. As Wang begins pushing Meng Meng away and humiliating her, his second wife arrives and asks, "Husband, who is this girl?" Wang slyly answers, "Oh, just someone asking for directions." The second wife asks, "Then why did you give her money? And what were you hiding?" Wang replies, I dropped some money and she picked it up for me." Then, pretending again, he snatches a few more bills back from Meng Meng. His second wife laughs and says, "If you really drop the money, why don't you drop it again and show me? There's a limit to how much you can lie." Wang yells at Meng Meng angrily, "See what you've done? Now you've gotten me into trouble." His second wife asks furiously, "Who is this girl?" Wang, finally telling the truth, says, "She's my daughter from my previous marriage." His second wife, shocked, says, "Your daughter from your first wife? I didn't even know you had a daughter this grown up." Wang replies, "She's been living with her mom." Then he angrily turns to Meng Meng and says, "Didn't I tell you not to come here? But you still came. Now you're just causing problems." He storms off. Meng Meng tries to run after him, but her stepmother stops her and says, "Honestly, I had no idea your dad had such a grown daughter. Why are you looking for your father now?" Meng Meng replies, "I got into university, but I can't afford the tuition, so I came to borrow money from him." Her stepmother encouragingly says, "Getting into university is something to celebrate. Don't you live with your mom? Doesn't she care about you?" Meng Meng says sadly, "My mom, ever since she remarried, she doesn't really pay attention to me anymore." She starts crying and continues, "This time, when I asked my stepfather for money, not only did he say no, but he kicked me out of the house and even beat me." The stepmother, feeling sorry, says, "Sweetheart, now that I know all this, if they won't care for you, I will. How much is your tuition?" Meng Meng says, "Auntie, it's okay. I'm going back home. I don't want to trouble you." The stepmother stops her and says, "Sweetheart, wait. Please wait. You're at the age to study. If you don't get an education now, you'll never get ahead in life." Meng Meng, helplessly, says, "Auntie, I want to study too, but we just don't have the money. But 1 year's tuition is over 10,000. We can't afford it." The stepmother says, "Over 10,000? Then pulls out cash from her handbag and says, "I have 200,000 saved up for business. Here, take this. It's yours." Meng Meng refuses and says, "Auntie, how can I take your money?" Her stepmother lovingly says, "Take it, sweetheart. If I've accepted you as my daughter, then you're my daughter now. Starting today, I'll send you 3,000 every month." Meng Meng starts crying, overwhelmed, and says, "Thank you, Auntie."